All right. Well, changing my routine. I'm going to work out just Tuesdays and Fridays, as long as we still have this. I told my friend Russ, I was like, can you believe, like, I still even go to the gym? Like, why do you even do? Because you just live your life normally until it's no longer normal, right? Absolutely. So, where am I at? So, but I'm tired, but I'm going to get untired. I went ahead and did grocery shopping today. But usually on Fridays, I'm dead tired because it's the day after workout and I usually don't get enough sleep. And I went grocery. No, I'm going to be fine. I just haven't hit the caffeine yet. So I might be dragging a little on you. Sorry about that. I think we've done these. Sift you like wheat. Yeah, I made a post about that. Why did it's 2-minute cloning. Okay. Check this out. This was so interesting. Again, Enter the Stars. I get a lot from Enter the Stars. It's a lot to watch. He's hours and hours a day, at least an hour a day, if not 2 hours a day. So, I'm long-winded, but I never did one daily like that. So he's got strong followers to keep up that type of
basically their own creation that basically ran them.
So he's talking about Battlestar Galactica. Well, listen to how he described their cloning situation. It's a little loud, so.
Maybe some cave drawings or something. And a lot of rumor. But there is
He's talking about Battlestar Galactica.
Sect of people that believe that Earth is real and that they should find it because they have no other option.
Commentary.
Now, throughout the series, they're being chased by the Cylons,
which are clones. So they're giving you, remember what I told you. Artificial intelligence is the ghost in the machine. Clones are nothing more than human bodies. Let me put my microphone in a box. I leaned back in my chair and realized I'm probably not very loud. Let's lean back up. A clone is a human empty body. Who could fill that but a demonic entity? When people take the mark, their bodies will become avatars. They will be mixing the iron and the clay. So let's just continue to listen. My train of thought is not great right now. Sorry. I think I was going somewhere and already forgot.
And the Cylons are basically their own creation that basically ran amok.
Like artificial intelligence.
There were these helper robots that they created with artificial intelligence.
Helper robots that they created. Now, Satan showed man how to bring them into the machine. Taught them the computer, all of that. So it began with channeling spirits and ascended masters, whatever they want to call them. We know it's fallen angels, demons. And then from there, they learned how to create to where they could hear through a speaker the entities. And from there, they just followed directions.
That then became self-aware and started.
So their artificial intelligence became self-aware. Folks, in a real world, a computer would never become self-aware.
Turning on their makers. The Cylons are the ones who basically just.
I can't go very long or get a copyright strike, so.
Destroyed their home world.
So the Cylons destroyed their world. Okay.
And basically, the Cylons then develop their artificial intelligence and their technology, and they're able to
commentary
finally come up with a technology to clone humans.
Who taught man how to clone? The Ghost in the Machine. The Fallen Ones.
And then what they do is they use those clones to infiltrate the fleet.
Okay. Folks, I don't know if anybody's real. I don't know who's real on TV, politicians. But we know Trump's real. But we know one of them's not. The Twin Towers. Did y'all ever see that? Anyway, I'll put that in the top comment. Did y'all ever see that WWE Twin Towers? It's been a while, hasn't it? I wouldn't give it the time of day. We'll mute it for you.
Well, the main event right here after this commercial message.
Mega Powers, Twin Towers. This is back like in the 90s or something, folks.
Twin Towers, take it, Mean Gene. This would be at this time.
Oh, the Twin Towers.
The Slickster, a key in the African dream and a big boss man. Gentlemen,
Commentary.
is this the match you wanted all along, or are you going to continue your terror?
It's like a police state kind of thing going on here. And Islam, I don't know.
Attacks on the Mega Powers and the defenseless Elizabeth. What do you want? Oh, yeah, we are anxiously awaiting the presents, and they're just...
Here it is.
Huge. All right, thank you, Vince McMahon. Hulk Hogan, but...
Watch this. If y'all already seen this, great. If you haven't, it's going to blow your mind.
So man, Randy Savage, the lovely Elizabeth, 3 people working as one with one goal in mind, to defeat. Or should I say demolish the Twin Towers?
Demolish the Twin Towers. This was way before 9/11. And it was after 9/11, people would never talk like this, of course. So this is what we call in the business predictive programming.
Hulk Hogan, you talked about the triangle of love. Jesse Ventura's
Commentary.
says there's a problem.
By the way, that's what I look like. If y'all ever met me, that's my muscles and stuff right there. Kidding.
Explain.
Well, you know, Mean Gene, you get right to the heart of the matter with that question, brother. It's the love, man.
Commentary.
That's going to supercharge the Mega Powers and tear down the Twin Towers.
Commentary. Tear down the Twin Towers. The 2 Trumps.
Yes, man. What were your thoughts then?
Oh, yeah, Mean Gene, I can still
Watch this. Talking about bending steel or something, maybe. Listen to this.
feel the pain when that cold steel bit into
When that cold steel.
Miss Elizabeth's wrist right there. And when her muscles were torn, my muscles were torn.
Oh.
When her bone was bruised right there, I felt the pain. Hulk Hogan
Felt the pain.
felt the pain, and I can still feel the pain right now.
Of.
And Hulk Hogan, that pain won't stop until the Twin Towers come
Until those Twin Towers.
crumbling down. Oh, yeah, right down tonight.
Can you make it up? You can't make it up. Let's just put this on Facebook. Yeah. Not that it'll make any difference. I'm Canadian. Hilarious. Michael brought up something pretty amazing. Holly sent me a link to a full moon thing. I couldn't really get much out of it. So I don't know if it was the video that I tried to watch, and I tried to do it all at work. I'll put it in the comments. I'll put it in the comments in case it's something that I missed.
To be able to vote and not get.
And she can put in the comments like, hey, dodo head, what it is. All right. This was classic. Dr. Arliss Lovelace. How lovely. This is from Michael. Dr. Arliss Lovelace. Was that his name? Let's make sure that we are spelling it properly. I'm sorry, I'm dragging folks. I'm not on top of my game here. Wild, Wild West. Look at that Gemini man, folks. I mean, come on. Gemini man. Do you think there's any predictive programming in Gemini man? Let me pause so don't waste your time. All right. It's got a 5.0 rating. Wow. You know, that's an F if you're Dr. Arliss, the word love and less. Oh, seriously? I got rid of the gematria. Great. So this is what Michael was telling us. Let's see what he was telling us. The character that comes out, gets his head blown off, which we equate to Trump, obviously, comes to Donald Trump and Mike Pence, comma, Antichrist Trump and 1988 in English gematria. I think the Trump and Pence is in, are they all in English gematria? Wow. If y'all don't realize the ghost in the machine comes up with this, people can't do this. Donald Trump and Mike Pence come to 666 in Jewish gematria. Wow. Michael, that's all we need. Antichrist Trump and 1988 in English gematria. Let's keep going. Trump Antichrist. Wow. For those at home, let's replay that video. I present to you Dr. Arliss Lovelace. Commentary. I'm 59. Did y'all know that I cannot grow facial hair? Yeah. Commentary. Are there any clues in there at all? Other than, of course, getting shot. I'm so hypersensitive now about looking for clues, y'all. Just every little thing, I just look for it. Anything. But it's the Holy Spirit that'll bring it. Is it really important that we know when anything happened? No. It just shows off the Holy Spirit. It's to glorify the Holy Spirit because people are watching on Facebook and YouTube and people you work with and people you know. And it just, but that's all. I tell you what, if I gave you the exact day and the exact second, as soon as it happened, on the exact second that I said it happened, that 2 seconds later, I would have absolutely zero satisfaction from it. We already discussed this, right? Yes, because we know what's coming. By the way, did y'all listen to that former insider talk about what's coming? Woof. Now, again, he could be getting false information, half right, half wrong. He's been talking about a staged Trump removal event. But see, he's not saying that Trump's the Antichrist. And I'm afraid they're going to do the bait and switch. And after Trump's removed, they're going to say, now this guy's the Antichrist. I trust very little people out there in YouTube land. I really do. Especially if they have a special insider who's giving you what seems like the truth. So anyway.
Thank you.
By the way, that was from A Minute to Midnight that I put in one of my videos. All one word, A Minute to Midnight, N-I-T-E.
Just hate that song.
So that's Trump. Of course, his arm is what'll be messed up, not his legs. We already went over that. I'll put this in the comments too, as to not waste your time. And July 21, that's a date. Donald Trump and Mike Pence. That just blows me away. Let's look at Trump's schedule. Where's he at tonight? He arrives at the White House soon. He's at Joint Base Andrews. At 10:05, he will depart Joint Base Andrews en route to the White House. Tomorrow, he's going to be in Reading. Doesn't it look like the word reading? I'm sorry. I'm pretty punchy at this point. Reading, Pennsylvania, at the Reading Regional Airport, he will go. Let's look at their zip codes. Reading, Pennsylvania Regional Airport zip code.
19,605, according to some information I found on AirNav.
Some zip codes have that 666 in it. You just never know. We can gematria the town, couldn't we? Then he's going to be going to Butler, Pennsylvania. Then he's going to be going to Montoursville. The word tour is right in the middle. Montoursville. Okay. That's Saturday. Then Sunday, he's going event in Washington, Michigan. Dubuque, Iowa. See, tomorrow is the big, they tried to make us think. Now, an iPet goat, the cat did rise up in the I mean, he was ascending at the full moon. So if they lied to us, they lied to us. I mean, predictive programming is what we do. So if they didn't give us any predictive programming, so be it. I mean, the joke's on them. It ain't on us. What you scared of? You scared of us turning the whole world Christian? If you actually told the truth in your little iPet goat? So he comes to the full moon. Sorry. Why in the world do I have this thing up to like blast? I'm gonna put you on blast. No, literally, I did. There's a hunter's moon. I mean, are you telling me it's the penumbral eclipse all the way at the end of November? We gotta wait that long. Ugh. Well, that's one more month where I just get to eat whatever I want to and it digests properly because I got a feeling it's gonna be hard to digest food. But yeah, he goes through the full moon. I mean, that's when it happens. And I'm telling you, man, the war, the famine, of death. I mean, they already did the wars. Again, like Revelation, it's the same story told in layers. It is not in order. Or else it would make you think the wars and the stock market crashed and then he died. Because we already had him die once, right? I mean, he had to die there, right? And we figured she represented the full moon because it's nighttime, but it's lit. I don't know. Everybody told me this was an eclipse, and I just believed it. I watched so many people break it down. I believed everything everybody said. It just seems like he goes down on the full moon. And Obama's going to be blamed, his people. It hits his boot. Is he in Texas? Is Obama going to be in Texas? Is he a Texican? I just now remembered what the word Texican means, so I'm sorry. I apologize. It means a Mexican. It means a Mexican from Texas. I'm just throwing the word Texican around. Sorry. I'm really tired. So the rebirthing process has begun, of course, for the Antichrist. Because the apple is a symbol of in the Garden of Eden, where man will become God himself. And of course, the Antichrist begins the process for everybody to become a God themselves by taking the mark. But Obama is sweating. Dark winter. Was that what they call it? The dark winter? Flag is shredded. Donald Trump, the two Trumps have now come down. The clone took the hit. He is now removed, goes into hiding. It's about the easiest thing we ever figured out, isn't it? What all that means. Nobody that broke it down ever told me that. Were they all controlled opposition? Okay, so he's done away with. He's gone. He's done. And now he is rising from the abyss, right? Being rebirthed. So I forget what we said this was. I've already forgotten the stuff that we said that might have been right. But he stood for the fake culprit last time. CIA. You know what I was thinking of? And I've thought about this more than once, of course, but I've never brought it up to y'all. You see, the Kennedy assassination allows this to all be believable when he goes down. Oh, Kennedy was stopping to see. What if the Kennedy thing was staged? What if that was one of the first clones they ever did? Or what if JFK was dying of cancer? They said, dude, you're all ate up with cancer. He hadn't lost any weight yet. He looked pretty normal. But he had a really bad back. But what if he was diagnosed with something? And they just said, man, I don't think it was that easy. I wonder if they killed a clone. Could they have had cloning back in 1963? You know that's more than possible, right? Wow. I don't know. But let's just say they went ahead and killed Kennedy and he didn't know he was going to get killed. But they did it because they were told to by the ghost in the machine and to keep it from him. And a lot of things were staged because I gave you all that video, JFK to 9/11, everything's a rich man's trick. But what if? What if? What if that was a complete setup and he was just the fall guy? However you want to do it, to make believable this event that's about to take place, maybe within 24 hours, if not 24 days. JFK, right? Because it's just too perfect the way they've formulated this whole thing around the Q movement. It's all, it's JFK Jr. and Trump's like JFK's trying to fix everything. Do not hurt the oil and the wine. So we're into the war and now the famine. But the war hasn't begun yet. So maybe I'm just wrong about that. The waters have risen. See, is that what they're giving us here? And things are just out of order. I don't know. Because we know with the global warming, the waters are going to rise. Because why is he the beast out of the sea? Because he comes from the North Pole, which is nothing but water. It's just frozen. It's the name of a Disney movie by Mr. Freeze, who they call our God, along with many other names like the Riddler, because he speaks in parables. So he's being rebirthed. Again, he's being rebirthed because he's already in the boat being rebirthed. So again, they're telling you the same story in layers, exactly the way the book of Revelation does. I mean, God's wrath comes in different ways. It's told in different ways. Different chapters are telling you about God's wrath. But it's one God's wrath. God doesn't put his wrath after the church is sealed and removed and he's about to come, but first he puts his wrath. He doesn't do the wrath 2 and 3 times. Beating a dead horse, right? That's what that would be. So here he is. He's already removed. He's in his transient state, going through his rebirthing process. We assume rising from the abyss spiritually. And here comes the war, and the stock market's dropping. So he's in the boat, but he's also here with his pharmaceuticals. So they're telling you the same story two different ways, like Revelation, or are we just missing something? One day I was like, "Oh, that's the false prophet." That was a bad day I had, wasn't it? And somebody was like, brought up the pharmaceuticals, and I was like, "That's right. Already said that's him with the pharmaceuticals. He's Mr. Pharmaceutical." Markets plunge because he's already killed. We've seen the rebirthing process taking place three different ways. Egghead, the baby inside the little cocoon, and the man in the boat. So the Middle East fun begins. Okay. Anyway, that's it. We're not going to go through all this. I don't have the energy. I got to get moving. I'm hoping this caffeine picks me up because I sound like I'm about to roll over and die. Can you imagine trying to work out the way I feel right now? Caffeine works wonders, though, folks. It's a drug. It's fake energy is what it is. But I really want to sleep in tomorrow. I don't want to get up and then go work out. Then have to be like, then have to sleep in on set because you always need good sleep the following day. All right. Anyway, love y'all very much. If you got anything, you know I want to read it. We all do. Love you.